Good morning, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Depends on where you're watching this video from. Can you join us? Breakfast. Hey guys, today it's Black Friday, and then there is a lot of tension in Dollar Town Center right now. People, they want to buy cheap stuff, so there are a lot of people around Dollar Town Center. Guys, people, they were longing to buy new stuff, new phones, and when you go to Ndola Mobile City Center and the Mobile Monsters, I'm telling you, you're going to find a lot of people there, because those phones that they were selling at a higher price, this time they are selling them at a lower price. So there is a lot of tension right now. That's why I've been telling to say, guys, a lot of people here in Ndola, Zambia, they really have money. How the numbers, let me say, the numbers that showed up that side, it's something so crazy. So that tells you to say, people really have got money around. So guys, I'm in Mapalo area here in Ndola, Zambia, Chipulukusu to be specific. Have you observed something concerning African life? If you have observed something, then which means you're going to agree with me with what I'm going to tell you. Listen, there is a saying, they say, work hard like a slave and live like a king. Work hard like a slave and live like a king. But here in Africa, or here in Zambia, I can say a man works hard and he lives like a slave. A man is working so hard, but he's living like a slave. There are so many people who are working so hard. Let me say, a lot of people in companies, they are working so hard, but look at what they are getting is something which is not even benefiting their lives. When you look at the budget, like home budget, like somebody, like if you make a budget for a living for your house, here in Zambia, for you to cater everything, you need 7,000 has a home budget. And in that 7,000, you find that you need to buy groceries and some other household things. But you find somebody who is making somebody rich is getting maybe $50, $75, $80, and they are getting, at the end of the month, you find that they are getting 1,500 kwacha, and which is not even catering to what they were expecting. And you find that a lot of people, they are into debt crisis. They are really working so hard just to earn that living, but they are living like a slave here in Africa, more especially in Zambia. When I look at how we are working, when I look at how we are fighting, I'm a fighter. I wake up early in the morning to find whatsoever I can find to work on so that I can earn that something. But at the end of the day, I'm living like a slave. Why? The life that we are living, like a normal life for a human being, a man, I'm always concerned about a man because a man is always a provider, is always a person who is in front. Here in Africa, no matter how a woman can work, a woman can work, can go for work, but she'll never provide. I'm saying some will depend on a man, no matter how much they're having in their pocket, but a man is always a man. A man is always a provider, and a man is always a leader, and a man is always a king. But that king is living like a slave. And this is what we are trying to figure it out, to see how we can end that so that we can be earning a good way of living. So guys, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, please. Guys, I just want to back my words, or I just want to explain something concerning what I said, that we are working like a man and we are living like slaves. Let's go outside there. I show you what I'm trying to talk about. So we are here. Why am I standing here? Because I'm trying to explain something concerning these loaves of bread that you are seeing behind me, these ones. So there are 5 types of loaves of bread here. You're going to find that each type has got its own price according to the manufacturer or according to the types. So there is one for 220 kwacha, which is $4, and one which is going at 200 and maybe 210 kwacha, depends on the lot. So what is my main point here? My main point is that these loaves of bread that you are seeing here, we buy them, I don't know if I can call them in unit, or the wholesaler said that we need to buy them in 10 for them to sell these breads at a wholesale price. Now if you're buying one, then which means it's going to be expensive. Still, if you are buying 10 of them, it's still expensive. You understand? Because as business people, or as people who are in this business, who are selling this, can you imagine to say that one loaf of bread is equal to 1 kwacha as a profit? 1 kwacha as a profit. Now imagine if one is rotten, or imagine if one is damaged, then which means that in these types of bread that you've bought, then which means there is no profit for you. So who are we working for? Or we are working for who? We are working for the owner of this company. You see, the owner of this company, him is having a good profit. As the sellers, we are having just a little profit. And imagine if we get that 1 kwacha, and then I talked of a family where here in Zambia we depends on 7,000 kwacha, which is $650 somewhere there, or $625 somewhere there. That's our budget per month. Then, which means this is not catering to how we are living. So we are living like, or we are working like a man, but we are living like slaves. At the end of the day, there is somebody who is earning something. Now, how are we going to figure it out? How are we going to move out from this? You understand? How are we going to move out from this so that we can be working like men and living like kings? And that's where I want to be. That's my vision. That's my goal. You see? So we are going to find out. Just stay tuned. I remember the time we were growing up, our mother, our uncles, our sisters, they used to make fritters, they used to make buns, they used to make bread in those old days. But this time, when you go into these homes, or when you come to our homes, you're going to find that we are no longer making our own things. We want to buy from a certain company, or we want to buy from somewhere. We are no longer making our stuff for our living. So, what am I trying to say? If we want to run away from being slaves or working for somebody, making somebody to be rich, then we should learn to make our own things. There are a lot of things that we can make here in Zambia. A lot of things. Can you imagine? Zambia used to make tires, car tires, but this time we are importing them. Let me say we are exporting them. So this simply means that we are lacking a lot of things. And these people, they will keep on working, and will keep on being slaves. How many grocery stores that you've seen in Dollar Town Center, I mean wholesales, that are being run by a Zambian person? If I'm not mistaken, I've gone around in Dollar Town Center. I've never seen any Zambian person who is running a wholesale. We all order from them, and as we are retailers, wholesalers, they are foreigners, but retailers, they are Zambians or Africans. So we should work hard on manufacturing our own thing if we want to live like kings and if we want to live well. You see? Rather than depending on these people, they'll keep on exploiting. I talked of somebody is working under a certain company. They are giving him 1,500 and the budget which he wants to a budget which will reach him at the end of the month is costing 7,000 or 8,000 kwacha. Which is, we are in the wrong run. We should make our own things if we want to live like kings. You understand? Let's stop depending on people. Let's stop on depending on these guys. We can also make our own thing. We are so creative. God has blessed each and every person. And God has ordained each and every person in every way